Hi guys! Social Saturday, yay! It's actually Friday, but you won't watch this till Saturday. I am filming a day ahead because this weekend is going to be completely chaotic. Because this weekend is the weekend we're going to start on the bedrooms, which we were going to do last weekend, but it all fell through. So we're doing it this weekend. Wish us luck. Yeah, so like I said, I'm filming ahead. Well, yeah, I'm filming ahead. But yeah, I'm also filming on a new phone. I say new phone, it is a new phone, it only come last night, but it's exactly the same as the one that I have been using. It is a Huawei. No, I can never say it right. Huawei. P Smart 2019. This is my everyday phone. This is the phone I have been filming on since Christmas. Merry Christmas? Yeah, Christmas. I got this new one during Vlogmas last year. But yeah, so in December last year, I have been using this phone, which is exactly the same as the one I'm filming on now. Except for now, I don't have to use this. I've been quite paranoid lately, as you guys are aware. We've had a few confirmed you-know-what cases in school, and it has put me on edge a little bit, besides the obvious, because when I film during the day when Taylor's at school, I film on my phone. And when I film on my phone, I put it in airplane mode and do not disturb. Because even in airplane mode, if you don't put it on do not disturb, notifications still come through, and if somebody rings, it cuts the video off so you can answer the call. Well, I put it in do not disturb so it doesn't do that, which at the moment in time is not a good idea, because we just don't know whether they're going to ring and say come and pick him up, or we're sending him home. I need my phone on. Yeah, so I made the very conscious decision yesterday afternoon, to order a new phone. But because I love that one so much and the way it films, and not just selfie mode, but the way it records and audio and everything, and storage wise, I thought, do you know what, just order another one. So I did, and the best thing is, I mean, I ordered it myself, but then when I checked later on, I realised I can actually reimburse myself through the business funds, because there's just enough in to cover the cost. So technically it's been a business expense transaction, so yay, things are going well. Speaking of business transactions and business going well, sorry, look what came. Let me just sort this out a second so that I don't give any details away. But look what I now have to be able to use in shops and anywhere I go at my own discretion. I have a PayPal business debit card. Woohoo! Yeah, awesome. It's awesome. It's not a credit card of any kind. Well, actually it kind of is, because it's in collaboration with MasterCard, but it's not your bog standard credit card. What it is what it says. It's a PayPal business card. It links to my PayPal business account, and I can then use that card out and about in shops, just like I would a normal bank debit card, for business transactions. I cannot use it to go to a cafe. I suppose I could for lunch expenses, I guess. But you know, I can't use it to book an holiday or that kind of thing. Not that I ever have enough money in the account to do that anyway. But it does mean that when I'm out and about at B&M, or even Asda's sometimes, Pound Shop, wherever, although that's very, very rare these days, but you know, it means that I can take that with me, and instead of having to buy stuff on my own personal account and then transfer it from the business account back to my personal account, I can just use that card instead, and it goes straight you know, it comes straight out of the business account. Awesome. So yeah, fabulous. I kind of feel all official now. But yeah, so that's seriously going to make life so much easier. Also, I can use it to pay for things on, not that it matters because I pay for things online with PayPal anyway, but I can use the card. So on some sites where it says, like some sites where it won't allow you to pay through PayPal, you've got to use a card, because that's in conjunction with MasterCard. What the blooming heck was that? I have no idea what that were. I don't know if you guys saw it, but something just fluttered down from there and it's in my eye line. That were weird. Can't see anything. Sorry, guys. Anyway, like I said, because that's in conjunction with MasterCard, if I go to a website and it won't let me pay through PayPal, as long as it lets you pay through MasterCard credit cards, I can use that. From what I've figured anyway, as long as you're allowed to, as long as the place you're buying from accepts MasterCard, you can use that. So we'll see. But it probably will just mainly be used when I'm out and about in shops. On the rare occasions I do that. But yes, so I have notes today, and they're not to the side of you, they're actually just below you. So yeah, when I'm looking down, I'm looking at the notes, and I've tried to write them out in a order that flows. Fingers crossed, you'll see why in a minute. But yeah, so again, sticking with the business side of things. This is where I fall off my chair. Sticking with the business side of things, we now come on to, and PayPal, see? Not that it matters. But we now come on to hugs. These have been so popular in the Etsy shop. I've decided to do some limited edition ones. Now, these probably won't show up properly on camera because it doesn't like to focus very well in selfie. Well, it focuses, but it doesn't like to pick up things very well in selfie mode. But these, I will take some photos and add them on to the end because you'll be able to see that a lot better. These are sparkly ones. Again, sticking with the wallpaper because it just makes them nice, and it's not showing up at all. Pants. Well, it's showing them but not doing them justice. But again, oh, yep, you can see a little bit of the sparkle there. Don't put it in your mouth, Victoria. Yeah, you can just about see a little bit of the sparkle on that one. Again, like I said, they are wallpaper, made from wallpaper. But these ones just have, which you can't see, a teensy bit of sparkle on. Just let me get the wallpaper sample, you might be able to see it better from that. You'll also see what I'm using because it's not vintage wallpaper at all. This is actually modern wallpaper. The hugs that I'm doing currently with the border wallpaper is possibly vintage. I'm not sure. I don't think it is. They say anything from, is it 15-year plus is classed as vintage. The wallpaper border that I use for the hugs now, the neutral ones, as I'm calling them, neutral toned ones, that wallpaper border, we've had it for about 10 years. Now, how long it were already around before we started using it, I don't know. So it might not be vintage yet, but it's old wallpaper border. I don't think you can get it now. But even if you could, it's an old design. Let's see if I can get a biggish piece to show you. This is the paper. It's a bricks theme, but that doesn't make the blindest bit of difference when I'm die cutting it. I don't even think you can see the sparkle on this, can you? Oh, I've no idea. But anyway, that is the one that's being used to get that pattern. And I've got quite a bit of this. They are all just little not samples. There was some pieces that my daughter gave me. And they're all different shapes and sizes, offcuts. But yeah, so I am using, there's quite a lot of that, colour, so I should be able to get quite a bit out of that. And then I've got these two in the white one. Again, not sure it's picking up on sparkles. Don't think it is. Like I said, I'll take photos and add them on to the end anyway. That one's actually, you can see the sparkle in that one, but nowhere near as much as this one. This one really does. Oh yeah, you can see it there. Can you see it sparkling? Sparkles! Yeah, well I can anyway, I don't know about you guys, but that one really does sparkle. That one shows up quite a lot. This one's got a lot of sparkle in it, but, oh yeah, I think you can see it there. It's got a lot of sparkle in it, but because it's white, yeah, there, oh wow. Because it's white, it doesn't show up quite as much as this one. It kind of does in real life. On the hugs it shows up fairly well, but the other one with it being darker, it just shows up that bit better. But yeah, so they are heading into the shop very soon as a limited edition, meaning once they've gone, they've gone. I'm not going to actually put them in the shop until I've cut, well, I say until I've cut them all out. I'm not going to cut them all out prior to putting them in the shop, because then obviously if they don't sell, I'm left with loads of hugs. But I will cut the papers to size, because, like, to where I can get a full row of hugs out of one piece of paper, because one full row on my die cutting plate is one bundle. As some of you will have seen in a previous video, and thank you so much for the fabulous support on that video. I'll talk about that in a second. But yeah, if I cut that to size on the row on my plate, I can then say, right, well, I've got 3, or I can get 3 out of that, so that's 30 hugs, so that's 3 bundles, and then I can list 3 bundles in the shop, and then I know if they order, just cut 1 bundle at a time. But yeah, so like I said, but there will be a limited edition. When they've gone, they've gone. Right, the video. Thank you so much, guys, for your fabulous support on that video. Some of you may have seen it, some of you may have not. I will pop the link below. Not that it really matters too much, but I will pop the link below for people to watch, and then you know what I'm talking about. A few weeks ago, I had an extremely negative and nasty. The negative didn't really bother me, it was the nastiness of the message. It wasn't public, it was done personally through Etsy. Didn't even place an order, but sent me a message along the lines of, what were it? She thought it were absolutely disgusting that I was charging so much for just a few pieces of paper. And what on earth gave me the, what were it? Not right. It were something along those lines of like, what makes you think you've got the right to charge that much for just a few pieces of paper? So I was nice. I had to bite my tongue and sit on my hands a few days before I did reply, but I was nice. For those of you who know me well enough, know I am not as sweet and innocent as I lead you to believe when I'm on camera. Behind the scenes, off camera, in my personal life, let's put it this way, I have a potty mouth that would put a sailor's to shame. And I ain't afraid to use it. On camera, blooming fly again. I've been plagued with a fly for nearly a week. It's doing me head in. Sprayed it and all sorts, it just won't go. On camera, this is my business. You know, it might be a hobby, it might be fun. This is my business. This is my place of work. This studio off camera is my playroom. On camera, this is my professional setup. Yeah? So I behave like I would do in any normal workplace. This is my work. Right now, I am working. I will behave myself. Off camera, behind the scenes, is a totally different thing altogether. Now, when I answered her message, I was answering via my business page, so I had to be professional. I had to keep my wits about me, although I was really angry. I had to keep my wits about me, and I did. And I answered her in a nice, calm, professional manner, but also to a degree of, well, you have no idea, or you might. I don't know whether you have this stuff at home or not, but you have no idea what goes on behind the scenes in regards to making these things. So, before answering her, I made a video showing exactly how I make them. Nothing to hide. Everybody who has a die cut knows how to do them. It's no secret. Yeah. So I made a video. I didn't speak in it because I thought, there's no way I can speak in this video because I'm not going to keep my calm. I was that angry. But I'm not going to be able to stay calm. I'll get wound up about it. So I did a video. I knocked the sound off. I added some music. And I just did a behind the scenes of how I cut the hooks and all the work that goes into taking them out of the dies when they're finished and getting all the little faffy little pieces out and cutting the border to size and all that sort of stuff. Showing me, I was actually doing an order at the time, excuse me, and it was a double order, so it was an order for 2 bundles of hooks. So it's not just the cutting and everything that takes place, it's the packaging and everything as well, the extra care and attention and a little bit of love that I add to your orders that gives me the the nerve. It wasn't what makes you think you've got the right, it's what makes you think you've got the nerve. Well, the nerve is that what you see. You're not just getting a few little pieces of paper. You know, you get these. I have to cut all the paper to size, make sure my dies are all in perfectly lined up, not overlapping any. I do use my Gemini now because out of my own funds, not the business funds, I bought more hugs, dies, so I could do a full bundle at a time instead of one at a time, which for the first 5 orders I was doing each individual hug, my own, with my little dinky die cutter by hand. It drove me insane. But yeah, you get, you know, although I use the Gemini, I still have to size it all up, unpick it all, check each individual one to make sure it's cut out properly. And if it hasn't, instead of putting it back through the Gemini, I get the sorry guys, will come on, startled me. As I was saying, and I will calm down a little bit. Yeah, if one of them does go wrong, instead of putting it back through the Gemini, I get my little die cutter out and I do each individual one by hand to make up the extras. Because they're well, not perfect, but you know, you guys are paying for these things, so you want the real deal. But yeah, so like I said, I did a video and then I typed out my reply to her, and then I deleted it a few times and retyped it and I got it right. I even got a friend's proof to check it, and then I put the link to the video in with my message to her, and 2 days later I got a full-on apology from her. She's never done anything like this before. She didn't know what exactly was involved in creating those tiny little bits of paper, and yeah, she gave a full-on apology, and she ordered 4 bundles. So yeah, do you know, but honestly, for the first time in a long time, or not ever because I've done this before, well, felt like this before, but in the first time for a long time, the negativity that I got did not upset me. Now, normally it would really upset me and I'd get in a bit of a slump and I'd feel sorry for myself for a few days and then could, you know, have a rant at friends and they'd make me feel better. That really, this time, I don't know why, but it really angered me. So I needed a few days before I replied back to her to calm down, and I'd kind of, there's nothing really wrong with the video anyway, but I kind of did the video in temper, hence why there was no sound on it. But yeah, I didn't really put anything bad in the video or anything like that in the description, but I did put a bit of a note and like personal message to all in the description. And you guys saw that, you read it, and the support that I got from it was phenomenal. Thank you very much. But yeah, but like I said, I haven't said anything to anybody and I won't mention anybody. But she did message back after a couple of days saying that she'd watched the video, and she was very, very, very apologetic. She made the order. So yeah, that was really sweet, especially after that. But anyway, like I said, thank you guys so much for your support on that video, and the link to that video is below. And let's get back to what I was talking about. Let's get back to the itinerary, because Ubby's home now and all, so well, he's home, but he's just nipped across to my parents. But yeah, so that was that out of the way. Okay, now again, nothing at all to do with negativity. These are genuine questions. In a kind of roundabout way. My bracelet. A few of you have noticed in recent videos that I have gone back to wearing my charm bracelet, and I've worn it previously in quite a few videos over the time, and then I stopped wearing it when I started using my glass mat because it clanks and clinks and clangs on the mat. It drives me insane, let alone anybody else. And so I stopped wearing it. I have had it back on again in a few videos where you can hear it clanking, but I apologise for that, but it is only every now and then. The rest of the videos, there's usually no sound on them. But due to the nature of the bracelet, as you can see, hopefully, it's got gemstones on it, it's got dragonflies on it, there is a toadstool on it, there's some stars on it, like I said, gemstones, and then there is the Wiccan cross thing on it, symbol. I'm not ignorant. I cannot remember for the life of me off the top of my head what it is, what it symbolises. But anyway, no, I am not a pagan. I do not dabble in witchcraft, although if I did, I could think of a few people on the top of my head I'd like to cast a few spells on. But anyway, no, I do not follow any Wicca, pagan religions or anything like that, or sacrifices to the gods and all that stuff. Although again, I'll behave. Anyway, yes, no. This, and again, back to the jewellery side of things, I did not make this. A lot of you know I used to make jewellery. I did not make this, although I have made them before. Very not exactly that like this, but very similar. I have made them before with gemstones and different things on them and what have you, pretty much like this. I did not make this. My friend Juliet made this. When she decided to pack up doing her precious gemstones and stuff jewellery making business, I bought all her old stock off her, and in with that old stock was this bracelet already made, and I just couldn't part. She gave me full license and permission to use any jewellery that she'd already made, that she had in the stuff already made up, to sell it on. Obviously give her credit, which I do. If I sell anything of hers, you will see it in, you will see a note saying credit to Luna Jewels, because that was her business name at the time. But yeah, so this one, I don't know what it were, I just didn't have the heart to part with it, and I wear it a lot. But yeah, so that's that. sorry, listening for Hubby coming in. That's that. My earrings, my jewellery, mainly on this hand because that's where I tend to swap and change everything. They are, not all of them, I'm not going to get them out, not all of them, but a lot of them are just cheap costume jewellery from Amazon. I just found a bundle of rings that were about £6, I think it were. So I thought, yeah, they'll do. I don't just wear jewellery for the sake of videos. Yes, it looks nice, but I don't just wear jewellery for the sake of videos. You know, I'm all kit up today with jewellery and bling. Because it makes, like, why does anybody wear jewellery? Why does anybody put a pair of nice heeled, you know, shoes on or a dress or whatever? It makes you feel good about yourself, yeah? There you go. Granted, it does look nice in videos, but nope. The same has the same kind of reason I swap and change my wrist strap, my watch wrist strap to different colours. The different colours depends on what I'm wearing. I colour coordinate. So, but yeah, like I said, I did not make this bracelet, though many bracelets that I wear on this arm, you'll find I did make myself. This one I made myself. I bead when I was beading. All that's made from beads and pearl beads and teeny tiny seed beads, all sewn together with a needle. I made this myself. Ages ago. I set that in there with resin, and then each one of these is an individual, like, little bit on a head pin. Yeah, not head pin, the loopy pin. What are they called? Eye pin. Head pins are where they're flat at the bottom. More for making dangles. Eye pins are the ones that have the loop on one end, and you put that on and then you loop it yourself at the other end. And yeah, so I made this myself years ago. Excuse me. And for those of you who probably will ask, and no doubt some of you won't watch this video and will ask, and I'll answer in other videos as well, I have gone back to wearing my engagement ring. It's not a new one. I've had it a long time. We've been married 16 years. I've had it a long time. This is not my original one, actually. My original one got lost, so we ended up with a replacement. But I stopped wearing it about 4-ish, maybe a year ago. No particular reason other than the fact at the time I'd got into the jewellery making with the metal hand stamping stuff, and I was using a lot of sandpaper, you know, working with grit and stuff like that, and I'm going to say solvents, but they're not really solvents. Trying to think of the word. Liquids. Like, I can't think of the name of it. Barreling fluid, that's it. Barreling fluid and stuff like that for the tumbler. Very much, obviously, all hands on, and the grit and everything from the sandpaper kept getting underneath my ring, and then it would like under here, because this is it's not that big, but it does spin around a lot. I'd get grits under there from the sandpaper and stuff like that when I used to do a lot of hand sanding as well, and buffing, and my ring would spin round and it used to rub the skin off, so I had to stop wearing it. But now I don't do that kind of stuff anymore. It's back on again and I feel whole again. It's weird because I've felt kind of lost all these years without it, even though it's been in the jewellery box. Yeah, I kind of feel a bit happier now it's back. I'm just hoping it's a test run. I might end up taking it off again in a bit. I don't know. I'm just hoping that the glues and the stuff that I use now aren't going to affect it. If they do, then it'll go back in the jewellery box and it'll disappear again. But for now, it's back. Right. Speaking of witchcraft, this is a little play on things on how it flows. Nothing at all to do with that witchcraft, but witchcraftdoyoudo.com. I purchased some freebies And I say purchase because you go to the shop and you actually put them in your basket and check out to get them. I purchased from some freebies from Kerry over at whichcraftyoudo.com. I got a envelope template. There is an envelope template with some decoration on it. There are some beautiful butterflies and tags, and then there is some beautiful little stamps. Yeah, 4 stamp set. They are free. Like I said, you go to the site, you add them into your cart, and then you check out and you get them for free. And then I bought these. This is one kit. Let me turn it the right way around. I bought this. Like, this is one kit, and this is freaking amazing. You know what I'm like with butterflies, guys? I had to have them, and I've printed them on sticker paper, so I have a lot of fussy cutting to do, but then when I do, I'll have a lot of awesome stickers. Butterfly stickers. So yeah, we have all of those. And those. And like, guys, there's like 16 pages. These. They're all the same butterflies, but they kind of gradient in colours. Gradient, whatever you call them. Don't know what you call it. And sizes, because you can put them on top of these. Yeah, amazing, guys. Kerry's amazing. She's so funny. Oh my gosh, I love watching videos by her mum, the Motherlode. She is amazing. She's so funny. I'm not sure if it's Kerry. I need to double check this actually. I'm not sure if it's Kerry, but I'm sure. And then we're back to the beginning. But I'm sure Kerry once mentioned before when I was talking about her mum. Oh no, sorry, we're not back to the beginning. Not talking about her mum, but I commented on one of her videos from quite a while ago that her mum had done, saying her mum had mentioned something about there was some word or phrase she'd used or something, and saying something about from, you know, being up north. And I was like, what does your mum mean about being up north? You live in Australia. And I'm sure, I am absolutely positive it's Kerry that said her mum is actually from up here where I am. And I was like, what? Really? So yeah, that were a bit of a shocker, but I am absolutely, watch me be wrong now, and if I am, I'll correct you in the box. Well, at some stage when I can get hold of Kerry because of the time differences. I'm absolutely positive it was Kerry that said her mum were from up here, near, like up where I am, and I'm like, whoa, talk about a small world. But yeah, amazing kit. Love it. I just love everything about it. So I bought them. See what I did there with the witchcraft and witchcrafty. Yeah, I know. I amuse myself. I really do. And speaking of butterflies, have you guys been following along with the butterfly journal cover? This were funny. It was intended to just be a sit down and book page collage session with some napkins and then cut it up and make ephemera, but I thought, do you know what, I've put way too much time and effort into this to just chop it all up and make ephemera, so it turned into a book page, a journal cover. And I say butterfly because there are actually butterflies on it, not that you can see much of them now, I've gone over it, but also butterflies because I am using, to fill that cover, I am using G. Kerr's the vintage collection kit, and there's just one butterfly. There's more than one butterfly, but it is actually predominantly birds in this kit, but there is the odd butterfly in here. But oh my gosh, guys, what a beautiful kit this is. Yeah, I've added my own bits and bats in there, and I know you can't see properly on here, but there are videos on this, so go and watch. I will link to G's Etsy shop below. But yeah, this absolutely beautiful kit is this. So this is currently my ongoing project. That's the middle page. That Is that a gorgeous page or what? Look at that. Absolutely stunning. I love it. So there you go. So that then ties the butterfly side of things in. And then I was going to talk to you about, oh, there's loads of ephemera as well that I haven't used yet, but I will. I'm not going to get too much more into that because, like I said, just watch the videos. I'm on cup of soup today, guys. Today is a cup of soup kind of day. Makes me want to watch Doctor Who, does that? The 50th anniversary special of Doctor Who with the cup of soup. Yeah, those who know will know. Yeah. Oh, John Hurt, so sad. He'll always be my, well, not doctor, but he'll always be my dragon. Merlin fan. Yeah, I used to love watching Merlin, and yeah, he'll always be my dragon. And for those of you who actually did watch Merlin, just after he passed away, I made myself this, which I don't know if you can see it on there. It's a stamped tag that says, "We cannot choose our destiny, nor can we escape it," which was one of the quotes that the dragon did in Merlin. Well, not quotes, one of his words of wisdom for Merlin. Anyway, despite everything that's going on right now with the bed change and moving around and trashing my house again, I've only just got it back in order. At some point, I'm not going to put a time on it, but at some point in upcoming videos I will be showing you guys how to age ephemera, normal printed ephemera. I'm pretty sure these were some of Gayle's vintage ephemera, not sure, but yes, I aged them. Excuse me. I love this one. I love the way this one turned out, because this one really does look like it's aged proper grungy. Just with ink. The only thing I did was use distressing. Well, on that one anyway. This one I used the Stainz by Patty Pockets. But you know, you can do it with coffee or tea. You don't need the actual thing. I have a bundle of printed ephemera here. Well, I'm not going to show it you all, but I have a bundle of printed ephemera here that I'm going to use to demonstrate to you guys how to do stuff. I'll pick that up later, so we'll get to that at that particular point in time. Okay, just give me a second. I'm back. Sorry guys, I just had to answer a text message on my phone. Yeah, so getting back, okay, we have, move that out of the way. Again, I will remind you that, for a start off, I will remind you that although today is Friday, you are watching this on Saturday. My birthday is on Monday, not that you need reminding about that. I am 40. Oh no, the big 40. I'm actually quite looking forward to it. People keep saying life begins at 40, so I'm ready and raring to go. But yeah, I'm 40 on Monday, and to celebrate my 40th birthday month, there is a 40% discount code below, available to you guys to use in the Etsy shop on digital kits only. Ephemera, not ephemera at all. Physical items do not count. Well, actually, ephemera. The little packs of ephemera that I have in there don't count, neither do the hugs. They will not be discounted. Digital only. You'll know when you put it in and it doesn't work. But yes, so all the digital kits apply. It's been applied to all of them, even the couple of newest ones that I've added. Don't get excited, guys. It was the labels not long since, but they're relatively new. But yes, so it will apply to all of them. The code is in the description box, and it is just NCUK 40. you will not be eligible for the discount unless you use that code at checkout. It won't count if you check out and then try adding the code, or come to me saying, oh, I forgot to add it, I'm sorry guys. It's an automatic thing. If you don't use it, you don't get it. But yes, yes, people have been having issues with the bricks kit, the JPEG form of the bricks kit. If you download it and you have an issue, please just message me. I have a PDF file version which everybody's been having success with. All of my kits actually do have a PDF version, so if you struggle with any of them, please let me know. But I cannot upload the PDF version to Etsy because it's bigger than what they allow me to upload. I don't know why, but it's really annoying. But all my kits are in PDF files and compressed, so there's more than one. Apart from the labels are uploaded directly on there because they're small files and there's only three or four. But yeah, so if you do ever have any issues with the digis, please contact me. I've had a few saying, oh, I'm sorry to be a pest. Don't be a pest. You bought it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I need to know. And if it weren't for you guys telling me that it didn't work, I wouldn't know and I wouldn't have been able to rectify it. Why people are struggling with the bricks kit, I don't know. It's kind of hit and miss. Half a dozen are fine and then I get half a dozen that aren't. I really don't know, guys. I am going to be reworking Etsy in the new year, so hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get on top of it. But yes, also, speaking of, well, not even my birthday, but celebrations, you guys, I don't know if you guys are aware, I know my regulars will be, we have a 1000 YouTube Subbies giveaway going on at the moment in time. Ooh, wrong way around. And the lucky winner will win this awesome little doody bear with the logo on his t-shirt and this fabulous little award. I know that's not going to show properly. That says Northern Craftaholic UK 1000 Subbies giveaway winner 2020. Yay! Cute! Love this teddy bear. This trophy came from Trophy Store UK. I think I'll link below anyway. I bought these with my own money. I'm not sponsored or anything in affiliation with these people. I didn't, I paid for these out of my own cash, not business money. I paid for these out of my own cash for you guys. This awesome little dude came from Jenny Cole. Over at Jennysis Crafts. I will link to her below. Guys, you've got to go and check her out. You've got to go and check her out. She's amazing. She does vlogs every week, and well, pretty much every week, and oh my god, she's so funny. So funny. And it's really funny actually because people keep comparing us. I have been asked by one of my regular subscribers and regular watchers of this channel, when I first mentioned Jenny, she popped over to her channel and she watched one of her vlog videos, and then she come back to me and she's like, are you sure you and Jenny aren't related because you're so much alike, it's unreal. She asked if she were my sister. Like, no, I have no relation to Jenny whatsoever, but oh my gosh, even I can see, it's kind of like I watch her videos and I see me and her the way we do our vlog videos. It's so funny, and the way her mind completely wanders and then she sits there like looking really dazed and confused, and then like, yeah, anyway, which is what I do. So funny. She get off me fly. She properly brightens my week. It's really, really cool. But yeah, I do have an order in with Jenny at the moment, but it's not an important, well, it's important, but it's not an urgent order, so she's working through it in her own time. She's got other things to do first. Obviously prioritising, I wasn't there first. But I am going to be using Jenny again soon for different things because exciting news for, well, spoilers for upcoming 2021. It's quite big, this, actually, and I'm really, really nervous about it, but I'm so excited at the same time. I am doing a full, complete rebrand. we will no longer be Northern Craftaholic UK. And I'm not going to tell you what we are going to be. It's going to be a surprise. But it's going to take a while. We're in October now. And it won't go live until the new year. I'm hoping we'll have it all sorted before Christmas. And then I can spend a few weeks changing everything over. I need to change the channel name over, the Etsy over, the Instagram over. Facebook is going. Twitter's gone. I never used it anyway. Twitter's gone. It's probably still there at the moment, but my account is already deactivated, and if I don't do anything about it by the 12th, I think, either 12th or 14th of November, it's just gone, so that's going. Lord only knows what the login details for Tumblr are. I haven't been able to get in that for months. Never use it anyway. Pinterest is still up and running. I'm going to rework that though. Not yet, but that'll be the last thing to be done. But Pinterest is still active. I say active, I just share everything there. I'm not actually on there, active on there. But Pinterest is staying up because I've got fantastic stats on that. Even though I don't use it, I've got fantastic stats on that. And I get a lot of traffic here on YouTube through Pinterest, so that's staying. Pardon me. So Facebook is going, the Facebook page. I am still there personally on Facebook. The Facebook page is going completely. And it's moving to the YouTube community tab, which I know a lot of you guys will be really happy about, because a lot of you guys don't have YouTube, don't have Instagram, and the stuff that I post on YouTube and Instagram, a lot of you guys don't have Facebook and Instagram, sorry, and a lot of the stuff that I post on Facebook and Instagram, I don't think are posted on YouTube, to be honest, so you guys don't get to see it. And Laurie, I owe you a huge email. It's coming. I'm sorry. I know you've been busy as well and what have you, but yeah, sorry, I'm well overdue sending you an email update. But yeah, so you guys will be pleased to know that the Facebook page is going, because it wasn't doing anything anyway, apart from taking up my time and effort, which weren't giving me anything in return. And everything that I post on Facebook will be posted on the YouTube community channel, so anybody on Facebook can access the YouTube channel community tab without even watching videos. But also all you guys here on YouTube that don't have Facebook or Instagram can now see everything that I used to post on there, because I'll post to the community tab instead. The blog is staying, Instagram is staying, and I'm now the Facebook page is going. I can get back to focusing on Instagram. I used to love that so much. I used to post there all the time and neglect Facebook, but then it was like, oh, you must concentrate on Facebook. It's really important. So I did, and I didn't ditch, but I did, and I neglected Instagram, and it's like, now my stats on Instagram are down, and Facebook's still not giving me anything more than it did when I was neglecting it, so why am I wasting my time on it? Bye-bye Facebook. Anyway, I'm still active in the groups. I am still available if you guys want to chat. Obviously not through the page. It's up, and the page will be going at the end of this month, basically. At the end of this month, I'll deactivate it, and then that's it, gone. But yeah, as far as the full rebrand, I'll stay under NCUK until the new year, because apart from changing all the accounts over, I've got to sort my email out, I've got to sort PayPal out, I've got to sort Etsy out, I've got to sort, PayPal. I've got to do all of that, the official stuff, and the absolute nightmare begins of updating my dreaded GDPR information. Like, oh no, honestly my heart sinks just thinking about it. All the stress, sleepless nights, crying and hassle that we had to go through to get that sorted in 2018 was, oh my god, yeah, it was like, please just tie a noose and pull. But it had to be done. You know, if you're going to run any form of a business and take charge of people's personal information and stuff like that, you need to have GDPR stuff in place. For those of you who aren't aware, GDPR is the General Data Protection Regulations. So yeah, I deal with your information on Etsy, on PayPal, you know, all that sort of stuff. So Everything is there in my privacy policy, which is what GDPR is. It's all there in the privacy policy. Once I've updated it and got it all sorted, I will post a link to the privacy policy file where you can find the GDPR stuff to the YouTube community tab. I'll post it there, which will link to the file on Etsy, which you can access. I'm pretty sure you can access even if you don't have an Etsy account, but you can access it anyway. But yeah, so that nightmare begins. Luckily, I won't have to, I shouldn't have to rework any of it. Maybe just take 1 or 2 bits out, add 1 or 2 things in, but the main thing will just be going through the whole document and changing the name from, obviously, Northern Craftaholic UK to the new name. But even so, what a nightmare. That's going to take me about an hour, probably, maybe 2. Anyway, luckily once I've done one, I can just copy and paste it everywhere else that needs to be done. So, and then remember to save it. But yeah, and I think, looking at my list, that is all about it. You're all up to date, guys. So yeah, do you know, it just feels so weird filming like this today and not having Taylor popping in at the background going, hi guys, because he's at school. This, like I said, I'm filming this on Friday, but you will be watching it tomorrow on Social Saturday. Nothing will change with regards to the rebrand, guys. Everything stays the same, just the name will change. The reason for it is kind of stepping away from the old, kind of, not old me and all that sort of stuff, but stepping away from the old stuff and stepping more towards the new stuff. I am working in different circles now with the business, and in the general crafting community, the, you know, where I was before I found you guys, here in the junk journaling community, I have never been known as me. It's always been the business first. It's always been NCUK, Northern Craftaholic UK, NCUK, and then oh, you're Victoria. Yes, I'm me, you know, I run the business. It's like, oh, you're NCUK. Yeah, that's me. That's my business. Here in the junk journaling community and the whole, you know, paper crafting world, NCUK means nothing. Absolutely nothing. Most people didn't even realise what my business name were. They were looking for me under a completely different name. Because here in the crafting, in the paper crafting, junk journaling world, I'm known as a person. I'm known as Victoria or Minxie, or both. So people come on here looking for me under that name. When I say, oh, I'm Northern Craftaholic UK, they're like, oh, so you're Minxie? Yeah. Or, oh, so that's you then, is it? Yes. Hence why I actually added my name on the end of the Northern Craftaholic UK a few months back. Because when I started taking part in live, not me doing live videos, but when I was communicating with everybody else in live videos, they had no idea who I were. I were having to, because it would just say Northern Craftaholic UK, I were having to go in and say, hi guys, it's me, Vicky Minxie, blah, blah, blah. And like, oh, hi, I didn't realise that were you. So now I've put my name at the end, they all automatically know who I am. But some of them have always said, I would never have thought to look for you under that. I've been looking for you under such and such thing. So the name's changing, guys, because like I said, NCUK means nothing in the circles that I'm working, like, socialising in or whatever now, associating with now. So, and the circles that I'm working in now are perfect because they cover everything. Where before it just covered general crafting stuff, you know, this and that. This circle that I'm in now, this little bubble, my little family, covers everything. The main thing might be the paper crafting, but there's so much other stuff that you can bring to that paper crafting. The beading, the stamping, anything. It, you know, it all ties in. Sewing, cross stitching, everything ties in. Whereas before it were, oh, it's jewellery making, cross stitching and stamping. They were very, you know, and paper crafting. They were individual things. Now it's paper crafting with everything else combined. and I can combine the whole lot into one journal, so happy days. Anyway, yeah, that's my reasoning anyway. And of course this year's been pants anyway, so, well, it hasn't, it's been pants because of all the you know what, but it's actually been an absolutely epic last few months for me business wise, because people are now more aware. The channel reached its 1,000 subbies milestone, and that just blew up and went off. We're actually nearly at 1,100. I think we're at 1,095 ish, something like that now. Awesome. But yeah, it just, everything in the last few months has just took off, so fabulous. And I want to keep it going, but I want to rebrand and, you know, start afresh type thing, leave all that past behind me and move forward. So anyway, that's my reasoning anyway. And my online bestie Michelle from Michelle's CCC is helping me rebrand with the logo and everything. She doesn't do this as a general thing for everybody, just doing because I'm a friend. She actually created the logo and the banner at the end of the video, the one that does the page curl. She created my logo and the banner at the end for me when I rebranded a few months back. I think that were earlier on in the year, I can't remember. Last year, honestly I can't remember. When I did that, she did those, I think it was last year. But yeah, she made those for me, so she's making the new logo and banner as well. I've seen a preview, oh my god, it's amazing. If we stick with that one, that is. We're still in early stages and reworking. Nothing's set in stone yet. We're taking it a bit at a time, because we want it to be perfect. But yeah, so excited about that. And yeah, and I'm sticking with my colours. So, you know. But yeah, so that is it for now, guys. This video is probably an hour long when I've pieced it all together, because I stopped and started a few times. Get out my blooming thing, this stupid fly. But yeah, so I'm gonna love you and leave you guys, and I will see you all on Monday. I've already done that video, but I'm not doing any more videos. You won't have another video off me now till Monday, so I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. I will. Well, I won't. I'll be sorting Taylor's bedroom out, but I'm also ahead with videos this week, ready for next week, because as I said, it's my birthday on Monday and I'm taking next week off anyway. But yeah, so, and then next Friday Taylor finishes school for a week for half term, so I'm going to be AWOL for the next 2 weeks. There may or may not be a Social Saturday video next week. Don't be alarmed if there isn't, guys, because it's half term and we're probably going to be in pandemonium with the bed changing and everything. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all again very soon. Goodbye.